Hey, what's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to explain why email marketing is so dang important for e-commerce brands. And it's not like a one-time thing. It's like every day that you let pass without setting up your email marketing is just another day wasted. And when you do start, you're going to regret it because you're going to lose something that you otherwise would have if you started now. My name is Alex Menes. I'm the founder of IX Media. We've made our clients a little over $350,000 in email and SMS marketing revenue. So there you go. So this came about just from auditing one of our clients. Just want to make sure everything's going well, everything's going good. And I'm looking at one of the brands, and I know that this brand had a big list. When we signed them, they were only using a very, 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 very small part of the list. Now, I was very curious about them. And then I asked him, like, hey, how'd you get this list? He was like, oh yeah, I mean, we were launching for a very long time. They're not bought or anything. They just, we have them for a very long time, but we just stopped doing email marketing. So when I did, again, this is coming from the founder. So when I did do email marketing again, you know, I couldn't reach out to all of them. It's not exactly what he said, but you get the point. And that just goes to show. So my point is, he had a list of 400,000 people. Obviously, you're not Nike, but you're not a like Joe Blow, like tiny brand. 400,000 is almost 500,000 people that he had in his list, which literally, in the most real sense of the matter, could, I'm not even playing, could literally double his revenue. Like, I'm just trying to get this across because it's so important. He literally could have doubled his revenue for the times he wasn't, for the period that he wasn't doing email marketing if he just used his list, which is why he brought us on, which is cool. But at that point, it was too late. Why? Because here's the thing most people don't realize. If you're an ecom brand owner and you are, and you're collecting people in your email list, and let's just say you have a very basic flow. Let's just say you have the welcome flow, maybe an abandoned cart and checkout flow, and maybe a post-purchase flow. If you are not constantly sending campaigns to your list, you're just letting that list go day by day by day. Just forget about your brand. And here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna have a big list. And let's say you're 6 months into having the brand, and then after 6 months, you're not going to send a campaign, and when you do send a campaign, it's already been 6 months since they remembered you, because all they've gotten from you, all the emails, have literally just been a welcome flow, an abandonment flow, maybe, if you're lucky, and then maybe a post-purchase flow, and that's a very small amount of people. So if you collect email lists, if you gather an email list, if you have a really good platform of, like, let's just say 1, 2, 300,000 people, 6 months later, if you don't use them and you start to finally use them, you'll be lucky if you get 10% of those people to convert. You will be lucky. That's the point of email marketing. That's why it's so important to start email marketing. And again, I'm being very straightforward. I'm not saying you gotta have the most intricate, flows, or have like a full-scale email, agency do your emails. I'm not saying that. I don't like it. Just. But what I am saying is that if you're in a phase where you're thinking, okay, honestly, Alex, like I don't have the bandwidth. I don't want to hire an agency right now because we're maybe bootstrapped, or even if we do have the money, I don't want to put the attention towards that. I get it. That cool. What I suggest is at the very least, get like a freelancer or somebody in your team to send the emails. And I'll even go as far as saying that you could honestly send those basic crappy templates. Now, you have issues at that point with deliverability because people won't want to open your emails, and that's a whole other subject. But I'm kind of going to the extreme. But the point is, honestly, you could send very basic emails as long as they don't look bad, once a week, just once a week. Because at the very least, don't even think about, okay, I'm going to make a lot of money from here. At the very least, you're just not burning your list. Every day that goes by that you do not send an email out to your list, you're just burning them. You're not using them. That's why in every single one of our clients, we have periods of times where we just clean the list, where anybody who hasn't engaged with our content in the last usually 180 days, hasn't opened an email, hasn't clicked on an email, hasn't done anything like that, we just kick them off the list. We'll still like maybe have them just in case. We'll suppress them is the word, because let's just say they go to like Facebook and they resubscribe, like they just totally forgot about your brand. They get an ad from you and then they resubscribe. You don't want to stop them from subscribing again because it's kind of like a fresh start. But the point is, just get your email set up. At the very least, get like a freelancer or somebody to send at least one campaign a week. And honestly, that's the bare minimum. I'm just gonna make the strong argument. You should do email marketing. That client of ours could have doubled his email marketing revenue. Let me rephrase that. Could have doubled his entire e-commerce revenue, which is like 70% of the business, if he just did email marketing. Because he had the list, he had a good infrastructure. What do I mean? He has Facebook ads, Google ads, he has an acquisition channel funneling traffic to, well, obviously, acquisition and people signing up to the newsletter. And on top of that, it was a good website. It's a good e-com brand. They just neglected email marketing. It was like maybe one campaign a week. So please do email marketing, for the love of God. It's so valuable. You could just exit out the screen. Like, I'm just gonna say one more thing. To a certain extent, like, you could even check out the YouTube description I have right now. It's like my story. One of the biggest reasons why I do email marketing is because I used to do ads. That was like when I first got started. I used to do ads, and then my first client, which at that point wasn't even a client, he was like, "Hey man, we don't really need somebody to do our Facebook ads." And to be honest, I was trash. I'll be very honest, I didn't really get it. But anyways, the point is, he was like, "Hey, we don't really need anybody to do our ads, but I mean, nobody's doing our emails if you want to give it a go." And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." I tried it, and the very first or I don't want to misspeak, but I think it was either the first or second or third campaign I launched, we made a money. And the reason I freaked out about that was because on ads you can make money, and my campaigns that I ran in his ads did make money. They made money, but they weren't profitable because, like, again, I don't want to speak on Facebook ads, but basically the cost to acquire the customer through Facebook ads, the ones that I was running for him, were like negative. Like, he was losing money every single customer. But with email marketing, the very first time I got a sale, it was all profit. I mean, of course, outside of the cost of the good itself and shipping, it was literally all profit. So it worked out in all ways. He makes profit. He doesn't have to spend extra money, and then I could get paid accordingly because that extra that extra profit that he made, he could finally pay me a commission that makes sense because I was working free at the time. I wanted to work free, but you get the point. Now it's like, dang, he could actually pay me. So, but the reason I say this is because it was at that point that I found out email marketing is so underrated or undervalued. Like, I literally see brands. I'm literally gonna name a few. You know what? Matter of fact, give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull it up. All right, first email. This is a cool brand. I like them. They're called Projo or whatever. Look how basic their email is. And again, I don't want to seem I don't want to talk bad about them. But case study number one, semi-big brand. It looks cool. Crappy email. Next one. You ever heard of Chipotle? Look how, okay, the GIF is whatever, but look how basic this looks. And I get it, right? They have multiple different things of okay, it's a bigger brand, whatever. But still, look how basic this is. Next case study. I had to move out the way. Look at this, Happy Socks. Great brand, great website. I love their branding. Look how basic their emails are. Next one. Literally, valuetainment. No shame. Love PBD. But come on. And of course, I am obviously, I'm not gonna say I'm biased. I'm obviously passionate about this because of what I do. But I mean, come on. And I don't want the excuse of well, they're not, for example, valuetainment. They're not they don't sell stuff on e-commerce. That's not their main business. I get it. But when you look at e-commerce at the full length of it, right? Because obviously you have multiple different things, but if you're going to do something, might as well do it well. And if you are doing e-commerce, if you know you could double it, and most of that double will be profit, why wouldn't you get somebody to do it? And I see multiple different brands. Again, I'm not going to name off the top of my head, but multiple big brands that are big, I bought from them. Again, whenever, it's a big compliment when I say I bought from them, because I don't buy stuff like that. I'm going to be very honest. Brands that I buy from, that I love, have the most basic looking emails. And I'm telling you, if they had the right structure in place, they had the right emails, they were putting effort and attention and focus to it, they could make a lot of money. And I just want to make that point so clear. And it's not even about me. I'm just being very honest. I'm telling you, make more money. Hire an agency. You can hire us, hire somebody else. I'm going to speak through your eyes. Doesn't matter. Get somebody good that can do your stuff, has proof, all that sort of stuff, that can work on your emails. Because I'm telling you, it's lost revenue. Even if you do yours, even if you hire a freelancer, for the grace of God, if you hire a freelancer, just a freelancer, they're going to make you more money. Basic freelance. I'm not going to pull it up, but I had a call, this is about a year ago, funny enough. He was a referral from another client. Had a call with him, did what I had to do. He didn't go with us. He was like, you know what, man, it's good, but honestly, I just want to keep it really, really tight. Totally understandable. I get it. He hired a freelancer. His emails look great. Now, granted, I don't know if it's still a freelancer, but at the time I remember seeing some of his emails. They look great. They look good. Now, at that point, again, you get to the point of like strategies. Or a one-time email, is there a coherent cadence of emails that go out? Do the emails make sense contextually to the month? Are they the right emails for the entire month? Like, are they supporting each other? It's a strategy. But he had a freelancer. He did it. So I'm very passionate about this one. But I'm being very honest. Like, just do email marketing, please. Just do it. And again, like making $10,000 a month, find somebody to do it. If you want us to do it, all the stuff I'll let you have to say it. It's down below, all that. But do it. Please do it. Get your email marketing solved. Talk to you guys soon. Love you.